So I'm back again. Let's talk about what has been happening for the past 5 years. I said I was going to make a video on this, explaining what has been happening in Rondo for the past 5 years. It's been a very crazy 5 years. So everything I'm going to be saying is based off my perspective, things that has happened to me, my experience, and this is me documenting everything I've gone through, trading wise, and how it has affected me personally, how it has affected my trading career. And I'm just putting it out there to hold myself accountable and also own up to all my fuck ups. And at the same time, I know fully well there's someone that is basically going through almost, or if not the same thing I went through these past 5 years, right? And how I finally just told myself, okay, enough is enough. It's time I just stop all this bullshit and just make sure I get better. So stay to the end of this video. I'll be making an announcement by the end of this video. So stay to the end of this video, and I hope you gain some insight and you also get one or two things from my experience. And if you do get one or two things, don't make the same mistake I made. So let's just go direct into the video. My name is Idorian Emmanuel Edem. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I really don't like putting much things about my personal life out there. I'm going to make sure this video is not as long as people feel it's going to be. I don't like putting my personal life out there. So majority of persons, if not everybody, knows me as Rondo. Rondo is a nickname. That's not my real name. It's a nickname. My name is Idorian. Idorian means hope. Alright, so my name is not Rondo. My name is Idorian, but everybody knows me as Rondo. Majority of persons don't even call me my real name again. They just call me Rondo, which is cool. That's what everybody knows me as. So I came across trading in 2018. Yeah, came across trading in 2018, but I was not trading forex. I was not even trading at all. That's the truth. So this video is not going to be my full story. It's just basically me saying things about what happened for the past 5 years, my fuck ups, the ups, the downs, and how I've basically told myself that this 2026 I'm going to change everything and make sure I'm moving on a very different trajectory, on a very different level. Now, I came across trading, not forex, but crypto through then there used to be WhatsApp TVs in Nigeria. Yeah, we always used to call WhatsApp TVs. So there was a WhatsApp TV advert, and there was a crypto stuff about Investor Enki, right? Yeah, Investor Enki. And I enrolled. She talked about Bitcoin. I fell in love with it. I was like, okay, fine, because I always had the mindset of, not always though, I did not always have that mindset. I think I started having that mindset when I almost clocked 20, because there was a time I went to my mom's office with her. My mom works at the airport in Akwa Ibom State. I went to the office with her, and there's an estate manager there. I studied estate management and valuation, by the way. So there was an estate manager there. Nigerian parents being Nigerian parents. She took me to her office. She showed me the guy, and the guy was like, "Oh, if I do well in school, blah 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 blah." And that idea stuck with me. I was like, okay, yes, if I actually do well in school, I'll get a job. I'll be earning like 500, because you know how it is now. If you're a Nigerian, you know how these things are. You get 500,000 naira. Like 500,000 naira is decent, okay, yada 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 yada. And you can't really blame me again for that mindset, especially when you come from an environment or a place that it is a norm. It is normal for you to go to school, get a job, do your NYSC, because that's what we do in Nigeria. Do your NYSC for 1 year, serve the country for 1 year, and then get a job. The next thing they're telling you is settle down, get a wife, and you have to do all of this by earning 500,000 naira, and then they'll tell you just chillax and wait for promotion. You know, if you are from an environment like this, you know how it is already. It's crazy. So I bought into that school of thought until I think there was a time, I came across this person on Facebook. Then I was still very much active on Facebook. Bitcoin Chief, Gaius Chiweze. I hope I'm not mistaking his name. And I saw the things this nigga was doing. I was like, how is this even possible? Right? Now you can't blame me again, and I can't blame myself back then again, because there was no room for, there is someone that is doing this type of thing outside the norm of getting a job, working for someone or working for government and stuff like that. I had not seen anybody do anything like that. Like nobody. I had not seen. It was always the normal life. Get a job, work for someone, and all of that shit. Right? That was like the normal life, the normal scheme of things. And I'm like, okay, since you put this in my head, I think that's what I'm going to grow up with and all of that stuff. Until I started seeing all of these things on social media, and then I came across affiliate marketing. I went into all of those stuff, and it was crazy. And then trying to like change my school of thought, my mindset when I clocked 2019, I was like, okay, I need to change this whole thing. Right? And I came across Reevaluating. I went into crypto. I did not have money. I'm not going to say I had never had money because I was still in school. So I never had money. And she would like send signals, would buy this, do this, and all that kind of stuff. And then she introduced a free forex class by Marco Pips. I swear to God, I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but it was crazy. I was like, how the fuck do I want to know these things? Because the chart was seeming very crazy, but now look at the chart now. It seems really easy for me now. Like, it's not seems, it's actually very easy for me now. Looking at these candlesticks was like a chore. It was tiring. Trust me, it was tiring. Swears. It was very, very, very tiring. But I told myself, okay, no, well, I can go ahead with this thing. Alright, can just go ahead with this P. Alright, a minute. I don't know. I just feel like I need to check if I'm recording. Perfect. We are recording. I'm not going to cut that out because I said I'm just going to be very. I'm just going to be plain. I'm not cutting anything out. So everything about Marco Pips and stuff like that. And then I'm sure you guys have watched my interview with Mr. Peak. I gave a story about one time where I took a girl out on a date, and then she said I was broke, and Mr. Peak was like, how much did I spend back then? And it was like 50k and stuff like that. So that particular day I went out on this date with this particular girl. While at the date I asked her out. I said, would you be my girlfriend? She told me, she laughed and she told me no. I can't forget. She told me no. Right? And deep down me, I knew it was for so many reasons. Right? I knew it was for plenty reasons. Right? But as a young, like someone just crossing teenagehood into being an adult, like the adolescence age, I did not want to accept it. I was like, you should know how these things are for niggas now. And then I got a call from my day one. Right now, this is the only friend I've had. We went to the same primary school. Christ the King Nursery and Primary School. We went to the same secondary school. He first went to Beulah. Then his pops brought him down to Bright Future. So technically, we went to the same secondary school because we graduated same time. Bright Future College in Osama, Nigeria. And then we went to the same university, but now he studied geoinformatics and land surveying. I studied estate management and valuation, but we're still under the same faculty. My day one, that's Enobong. Shout out to you, my guy. Enobong texted me that time. I was like, bro, how far are you seeing this whole Forex P? I'm like, okay, what? I've seen one or two things about it. That was from Marco Pips, but it's quite hard and stuff like that. Come on, he was like, fuck that shit. Let's get this thing going on, because I think he knew that time that I was like on cash a bit. So there's this particular person from Akwa Ibom State, then Major Banks. Shout out to Major Banks, because Major Banks is another person that till now still motivates me. Then Major Banks was dead ass into Forex like mad, like he was doing wonders. And then he was trading GR40, the German index DAX, like crazy stuff. And then he was under this he was with affiliation with Kuvera. Kuvera is like IML. Yeah, they're like IML. So we have to register with $99 and then bring people and stuff like that. Then I did not really know all those stuff now, but I knew things about referrals. So he was like, you don't really need referrals, just join. So $99 then. $99 in Nigerian naira was about 30-something thousand naira then. Yeah, that was ending 2019. I can't forget, ending 2019, and that was the last money in my Fidelity Bank account. That was the last money in my account. I told myself, okay, let's do this shit. Let's do it. And I did it. And joining the group, it was crazy. I was like, what am I into? What was this? Because they were like telling, oh yeah, bring people, stuff like that, take this person's result, post this person's result, so that it looks like as if it is your result. I like, now this is not the route I want to go through. Fast forward, started trying to learn on my own. Alright, started trying to learn on my own, and then I came across some group of persons, Indigo, Banks. Me and Banks went to the same secondary school. It was my junior secondary school. Went to the same secondary school. Banks, S-Teen stays in China. Badman. Trying to remember the other person's name. Though me, I like calling him Ganja Man. I like calling him Ganja Man, but if he sees this video, you know I'm talking about him. I like calling him Ganja Man. What's his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Richie. Is he Richie? But we're like, I think we're like 4, 5, or 6, and then we created like a group. We called it Trade to Live. That's what we were like. Okay, we're going to take trading full time. It was like beautiful, but we had like zero to no idea about how to do plenty things, calculating lot sizes, the trend. Our one was just, okay, if price does this, we buy. We started watching some videos, Astro FX, Transparent FX, yes, Transparent FX, plenty videos. And then until my friend S-Teen started trading ICT, and then introduced me to RC Visionaries. RC Visionaries they're like beautiful set of traders. Back then, 2020, they made smart money concepts look easy, and that was where my foundation started. Now, before my foundation got like laid, let's use that word. Before my foundation got laid, I made mistakes. So this video is basically me talking about what has been happening for the past 5 years. So that first year, which is 2020, I made mistakes. Now that first year, 2020 June, right, all of us in Trade to Live, we saw a setup on VIX 75, because then all of us used to trade synthetic. We did not used to trade forex. We used to trade synthetic indices only, and it was good, it was fine. And then all of us saw a setup, and me back then, I had a couple of money saved up from my mom, my dad, all that kind of stuff, and I funded $25. And then my cousin, I introduced my cousin to trading, Michael. That's my senior cousin, and he was staying with us in my pop's place, and it gave me this level of like motivation and more ginger. Feel me? So I told him he should fund too. He funded, I think, $10 there, but I can't remember. But I remember mine was $25. I would look for the video. I think I have it in my Google Drive. I would look for it. If I see it, I'll pop it here. You guys should see. I moved $25 to $1,000 in 3 days. We held the trade for 3 days, and I made that was my first $1,000 from trading. I was like mad, and it was in June. June is my birth month. I was like mad, like this shit actually works. Then we drew with Bitcoin, and it was crazy. Like then it was about 500,000 naira, because rate was like 500 per dollar and all that kind of stuff. But that was still a lot of money. I was like, compared to now, rate is like 1.4. So $1,000 is about 1.4 million naira now. But then it was still crazy. I was like, this shit actually works. Like this thing is real. Like this is real. And I told myself, now there's no backing on this. There's no going back on this and stuff like that. There's no going back on this. And then, so because of that particular result, I started getting texts from people, can you trade for me? Now that was the first fuck up in the first year, getting money from people to trade for them. I was naive. I did not know what I was doing. I did not seek advice. I just like, okay, because I moved $25 to $1,000, it means I thought trading was like this get rich quick scheme, and I'm like, but it's not. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It is not. So I got money from a couple of persons, and trust me, I blew it. I blew it, right? So blowing it now is what led me to my dilemma, debt. So I ran into debt, and I was still in school. Yeah, I was still in school. I think it was my final year. I was still in school, and I was just 21, running into debt of over more than 10 million naira. That's a lot of money in Nigeria now at that age. And again, you have to remember, I didn't put this in, but let me put it in. You have to remember, my mom, my parents were not supportive like that of trading, because they never knew what it was like that. Their own is just go to school, like focus on school. I can't really blame them, you feel me? Because going to school, getting a job, that's a safe route, right? It's a safe route. But I told myself, no, I've seen what this thing can do, right? I've seen what it can do for other persons. Why don't I do it too? Right? If you check if you listen to my first YouTube video where I said I've been procrastinating and stuff like that for years. Actually, I'm not joking, for years. Back then in 2019, 2020, I actually wanted to start doing YouTube videos. I used to watch Jeffrey Benson. I think when he got his first apartment and stuff like that, he was still keeping that that kind of afro type of hair. Yes, I used to watch Jeffrey Benson when he used to flip $50 and stuff like that. So let's just push further and you guys will hear more. At that particular point, I was like, this is crazy. So instead of me just calming down and telling myself, okay, let's try and create a plan, let's work on this, let's do that, my main fuck up was getting money from more people, thinking, okay, when I get money from these more people, I can make profit and augment this other person's money and pay them back, which was a very stupid idea. A very, very stupid idea. I did that and I ran into more debt. Very, very stupid idea. So that fucked me up, and that was 2020, 2021. I was still trading synthetic. That 2021, I sought out for more knowledge. That was when I got into RC. I started learning smart money concepts. I made more. I started teaching. I got money from teaching my services and all that kind of stuff. I don't like signals. I don't like running signals. So I made money, right? But as a young man, I really did not see the need for saving, stuff like that. I did make money at that point. I didn't clear my debt. Another very stupid move. I did make money. Like, I think at that point I touched my first $10,000 or $20,000. I did make money. And that 2021 June. I don't know, it's always my bet month, June. I don't know. But 2021 June, that was when I came down to Lagos and I taught Dax. So many of you know Dax, right? He paid me and I taught him. And at that particular point, I was like, okay, I think I need to settle and clear my debt. And so I be free from it, because this is one thing that's affected me for the past 5 years. Debt. It is not a good thing for a trader to be in. I don't wish it for my worst enemy. And you get into debt. When you get into debt, if you're like me, where trading is your only source of income, it gets worse. It gets worse. Trading is my only source of income. Did I make money? That is the question. Yes, I did make money. I'm saying all of this. I'm trying to be a bit vulnerable. I'm saying all of this to like hold myself accountable for my bullshit. I did see money. I did touch money. I know I did touch money. But now, I'm a very impulsive spender, which is actually a very stupid thing too. Right? You need to learn how to control how you spend, especially when you know there's no backup. You feel me? There's no backup, like where I'll say, okay, I can run back. I remember again, my mom, my parents, especially my dad, was not really like, he did not really support the whole trading idea and stuff like that. Then fast forward to 2022, more things happen. Now, in between 2020, 2021, 2020, I'm going to tell you another thing that messed me up. I'm saying this now to also say this, not to spite women, but also to, like I said, there are persons that can be watching this video and all these things I'm saying, you're resonating with it. Look at me in the eye. I want you to look at me. Don't do the same things. Don't fuck up. They are not funny. They are going to drag you back. See, this is 5 years, because people have been asking me, Ron, they've been trading for 5 years. Oh, you're not at touch DAX, but it's bigger than you now, stuff like that. Then I used to make the excuse of, yes, a student is supposed to be bigger than a teacher. I never wanted to accept that I was doing rubbish. That is it. I never wanted to accept that I was doing aren't rubbish. Like I was just fucking up. I would make money instead of me to save up the money, clear my debt so that it doesn't mentally affect me, save up some money, do stuff like that. I said I actually touched money. I know what I'm saying. I'm not going to display like say figures, but I actually did touch money. But I was very stupid with it. Right? I was very stupid with it, and I also I'm also this type of person that I care too much. I used to care too much. Like I care too much to the extent that I would care and take myself out of the equation. So something can be happening in my family or something can be happening and I would be like, okay, don't worry, I'll come through for you. When I'm supposed to use that money and clear off a certain person or clear off a certain debt, but I'll say, don't worry, I'll come through for you, stuff like that. So that I don't think it was necessarily to look like a better person, but it's just me. Because I won't lie to you, at this point, there are sometimes I still want to do it, but because of the things I've encountered, because of the position and the experience I've gotten now, I can't be like, sometimes someone might call me, like people that know me well, then, oh, Rondo, I need like 20k, I need like 50k, I need like 100k, account details, I'm sending it. But now, I can't. That was when I came up with it. That was when I came across this whole ideology of when you're not filled up, right? You don't have enough to give people. So once you are still in your filling up stage, right? The ideology is like filling up a cup. Once you are still in your filling up stage and you are not filled to the brim yet, but you are giving people, you are never going to get filled, because the little drops you are getting, you are taking out from those little drops and still giving everybody around you. So there is no way you are going to advance. So it's best you now focus on you, get filled up. Then the ones that are now overpouring, you have more than enough to give people around you. Yes, it's the truth. Like if you actually want to be wealthy and rich, you need to be selfish. Like that's one thing I learned again. You have to be selfish. You have to be very selfish, because most times if I take my time and sit down and ask myself back then in 2020, 2021, there are persons that still owe me money till now, and I think it is. I sat down one time and it was worth over like I think 15 million if I'm not mistaken. But if I called them, any of them now to ask for it, they will not remember. I know they would remember, but they will act like they don't remember, and that is just life. So the past 5 years has been crazy, and I said the next thing I want to say again that fucks me up for the past 5 years. Again, please and please and please, I love women a lot, right? I'm not saying this to spite women, but another thing that fucked me up was lust. Lost in the sense that in the grand scheme of things, I did not used to chase women. I want you to pay attention. In the grand scheme of things, I did not used to chase women, but I used to get overly attached. I did not used to chase women. Nah, I don't approach women. That's another thing. I don't approach women. I don't approach women and be like, I like you, or try to raise her up. I don't do that. I've never done it. I think I've done that. I think I did that only once. But I won't really call that raising up someone. That was my first girlfriend when I was doing my diploma degree. I won't really call that raising her up, because we were in the same department, so we're always talking, and then I was just talking to her. I was like, I like you, stuff like that. It's not like when I mean raising up a woman, I just approach a woman and be like, I've never done that shit in my life. I've never done it. And why I said lost is because at some point in my life I struggled with so many things. When all of this was happening, I struggled with so many things. I'm not really going to disclose, but I struggled with so many things, and they affected me in the course of these 5 years. It took me time to get to the position I'm at now. I know what it has taken from me, and at some point I was blaming trading. At some point I was saying trading has messed me up. It was not trading. It was not trading. I want you guys to pay attention to me. Whatever you're going through right now, it is not trading. It is you. It is not trading. I bet you that it is not trading. It is you. Trading has nothing to do with your fuck ups. It is you. It is you. So because of 2020, 2021, like I said, I was overly attached to women that were in my life then, and trust me, messed me up, because I'm a very emotional person. For persons that see me outside, they be like, oh, I always keep this straight face, stuff like that, yada 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 yada. But I am a very emotional person. Plenty of persons argue with me, oh, you're not emotional, you're always nonchalant, you're always this. I wish I wish I was in my state, Akwa Ibom State, where my two siblings, my elder sister, my junior brother were here. I'll just turn the camera to them, and we're only three. I'm the middle child. They will tell you, I am the one with more emotions. I just know how to bottle it up. And it's always very bad, because when I bottle it up, I explode and then spiral out. Like, everything is I just get angry, stuff like that. So I'm very emotional. I used to get attached to women I dated and stuff like that, and I always felt like I always needed a woman in my life. So when this one breaks up with me, the next thing I'm looking for, probably a friend, I'll just ask another woman out. And then it was quite funny, because most would just say yes. Again, I don't think I really have these rees, like our guys call it. Like, I know how to like rees up a woman and stuff like that. I'll just be talking to her and I'll be like, oh, I like you, stuff like that, I think we should. And next thing I'm seeing myself in another relationship again, when I'm supposed to probably be healing and be focusing on myself. So you see what I'm talking about? I'm not saying it to spite women. Women are very beautiful and lovely people, but I just went too deep with them at that point. I was supposed to focus on me, on myself, because I was channeling my energy, relationship. You know how women are. They need attention. They need this. I could not really give all of that at that point. So like I said, I'm always a very quiet person. I could be going through a very rough patch with my woman, and instead of me talking, obviously she wants me to talk. She wants me to tell her this is not the case. I'll just be quiet. And majority of those times when I'm quiet, I'm not even thinking about the issue that we are having now. I'm thinking about the issue I have on ground, which is clearing debts, so that I can finally be free. So you see, all these things can fuck you up as a man. And then coupled with the other things I was going through, impulsive spending, always coming through for everybody, and then when I finally now drain or go broke, I go back to zero. Nobody comes through. I bet you nobody is going to. It takes the grace of God for anybody to come through for you. So 2021, I went through a very rough patch, a very, very crazy ass patch again. I was still in debt. 2021. Then going into 2022, January, I was still going through a whole lot. I was owing the slightest thing as 100,000, and it was a very hard thing for me to pay. Again, I still had that habit. I would make money, then I'll travel, I'll go out, I'll hang out with my cousins, I'll pay for all the bills, I'll do everything, and then I'll go back to Akwa Ibom and I'm broke again. The cycle kept on happening. I was like, there's something I'm doing wrong. But now the problem was, for those years, I did not want to accept it. Now, for these 5 years, one thing that finally clicked and made me be like, okay, this is it, was last year, October, when I lost my $100,000 funding and my $25,000 funding. I told myself that enough is enough, that this is it, that this is the last time this shit is going to happen, like this is it. I told myself, you've been fucking up, you've been doing the things. I laid out everything. I told myself, this is this and this and this and this and this are my bullshit, and it is time I stop it. Once you start taking accountability for your fuck ups, start holding yourselves accountable for your fuck ups, you don't need anybody to tell you that you're fucking up. It's just like saying you want to go to the gym and you need someone to hold you accountable. Personally, I've always been like a loner. Why I said I've always been like a loner is because I'm born bred Lagos, but my mom and my dad relocated back to Akwa Ibom with my brother and my sister, and I'm very fond of. As kids, I was very fond of my junior brother. So I did not see my junior brother for like I think a year, if I'm not mistaken. I was always with my cousins. I grew fond of my cousins, so I'm always very free when I'm around my cousins. But if I'm not around my cousins, I'm not free. I don't talk. And I grew up in a household that I'm sure most people have like similar experiences. I grew up in households that they will say things like, when you're kids, oh, they are no friends, so it stick to me. That I see, I have only two, like They say my day ones, people are, I have only two friends, in Obong and Goshu. Okay, I started trading, I've met people, then that is where DAX comes in and banks comes in and some other persons. But like my day ones were like being free with people in Obong and Goshu. So all of these things messed with me a lot. Going into 2022, I was still in debt. Again, I still had this same stupid habit. And then I think 2022 January or February, that's when I started talking to my current girlfriend. And it has been good, if I'm being honest. We've had our ups and our downs, but that's personal, that's for us. And we've been together up, but like we've upped in, we're still together. Then I told myself, okay, it's time to shut out every other bullshit I do. It's time. I tried my best. I think 2022 ending, if I'm not mistaken, 2022 ending, I was still at my father's house. I was done with school, stuff like that. Then my normal started asking the questions about, you're not going to go for service, are you not going to do this, are you not going to do that. I started even getting calls from my uncle, my dad's brother. Are you not going for service? Are you not? I did not like all those calls, and I could not blame them for all these questions. All these questions I knew would come up. I knew they would pop up. Why? Because I don't have any results. I used to think I have results. I did have results at some point. Again, I mismanaged funds. And I was still doing shitty things. I was still sometimes trying to talk to this girl, waste of time. You have to focus on yourself. Because when you focus so much on yourself, you are going to see your flaws, you are going to see your fuck ups, you are going to see the things that you are doing wrong. All these things that you are doing now that are fucking you up are the things that are showing on your trading, because trading is a direct reflection of you. Trading is a direct reflection of you. Your fuck ups, your bullshit is you. Trading is a direct reflection of you. 2023, I think it was 2024, Early 2024, I made up my mind. I told myself, I'm moving out of my father's house. I did not really have money like that. I just told myself, I'm moving out of my father's house. And trust me, that whole 1 year I was out of my father's house was one of the best. Right? I'm not saying my parents sent me out of their house. No. I stayed in my father's. I love my family a lot. But I just felt the need of, I need to go out. Like, I need to know what it feels like. Settling bills, doing this, doing that. Again, I still had debt. I cleared majority. Listen, 2024 I still had debt, so I'm giving you the breakdown. Then I moved out of my father's house. I got a self-con. Then I think around March, April, I moved out of the self-con. I went to a one-bedroom, a room and a parlor, a one-bedroom apartment. And it was beautiful. I made money, but again, I spent like a fool, and I did not clear debt. I was still owing people. Even though I know most of them did not text me again, like most of them understood that it was trading. But me, my deepest of my deepest mind, I still had my book where I wrote down everybody I'm owing money, and I still had people to clear. I was still spending instead of me to just tie myself down, clear these debts, and be mentally free from it. 2024, going to 2024 ending, November 6, 2024, I was involved in a very ghastly motor accident with my dad's car. It was crazy. Sometimes I still have PTSD from it when I'm driving, but it happened. And then December was my only sister's wedding. I spent money that period too. Right, my only sister, giving out to my only sister to get married. Like, come on, I need to spend. I need to that's my only sister. I don't have any other sister to give out. Like, that's my only sister. I spent. I did not even think about it, and then I think after my sister's church wedding, my friend Dax called me. I was like, Rondo, how far? Like, out of the blue, he was like, Rondo, how far? Why you don't come Lagos now? Because we have talked about it before, and I was like, I'll come. Like, I was not ready yet. He was like, so if I say may you come, no, I'll pay for place for you, but you did. Come first, come and do this, come and do that. I was like, that's a good idea. So me being me, and me being a very big risk taker, I really don't used to really think about things. Okay, let me explain this. When I want to do something and I start feeling fear to do it, like I start getting scared to do this particular thing, like I start asking myself, what's going to happen if I do this thing? That is when I'll do it, because that fear of the unknown will keep me from not doing that thing. Same thing with me being serious on YouTube. The fear of the unknown. I'd have been posting since 2019, but the fear of the unknown. Oh, I need to get this right, I need to get that right. See me now doing my video, I really don't give two shits. I'm just doing it because I know at the end of the day, with time I'm going to progress. I'll get used to it. So he called me, we went on a call. I would look for the screenshot of we went on a Zoom call. I think FaceTime or Zoom call. I'll post it here, you guys will see it. Very good friend. He told me, okay, calm down now. I could even come and be working at his hub. We work together, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I got down to Lagos January 9th last year. Again, January 9th last year, I was still in debt. Because living at Akwa Ibom, it was immediately after my sister's wedding. So my parents were like, you are moving. You're relocating to Lagos. You just moved out of the house. You're relocating to Lagos. Everybody were like, think about it now. Do this. I said, nah, I'm not thinking about it. I've already booked my flight. So my mom already made peace with it. Like, everybody in my family knows me to be like, quote unquote, a mommy's boy. But I feel mommy's boys are boys that they always listen to their mom. When I wanted moving out of my dad's house, my mom cried her eyes out. My mom even fell sick. I said, no, I'm still moving out of my dad's house. So I don't know what to call that. If I still classify myself as a mommy's boy because I love my mommy a lot. I love my mommy a lot. And then my mom was like, she made peace with it. She knew that, okay, if then she could not convince me to like come back to Pop's house and I still moved out, they just prayed for me. They told me I should go, everything is going to be well, stuff like that. And I like that. It was my parents, like my whole entire family. I'll post it here too. My entire family were the ones that dropped me at the airport. Myself, I was in the car, my brother, my sister, my mom and my dad, we went together to the airport. They dropped me off at the airport. I was very happy. That was January 9th last year. And I moved to Lagos with only 200,000 naira. Only 200,000 naira in my account. It was crazy experience. So now you see, I've talked about almost everything pertaining these 5 years. And you see, there's one thing I want to point out and let you guys know. There's one thing I want to point out. I kept on doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again until I got tired. And I got tired last year. I got tired last year because, trust me, my technical analysis is top notch. I bet you my technical analysis is one of the best. I'm not the type of trader that likes bragging or showing off or stuff like that, but my technical analysis, the system, is the most jiggiest thing I've ever seen. But I kept on failing. I saw myself kept on trying to tweak what I wasn't supposed to tweak. And September last year, when myself, Dax, Banks, Essay, James, Hack, Big Cassie were in the same house for locking, I got funded $125,000. Then October, I lost everything. I took out all my savings. I lost everything, and I went to zero. And last year, October, I was still in debt, and this year, I'm still in debt. So you can see, I took on the cycle for 5 years. I did the same bullshit for 5 years, and it took me losing everything again last year October to finally tell myself, it's time, man. I just told myself, see, it's time. Enough is enough. Now, this story is a story that I've never really said it outside. I'd not told people. Like, only persons I know that know normally is like my girlfriend, my sister, my brother, my best friend. Those are the persons I know. One thing I want you to realize throughout these whole 5 years is how I did not quit. I failed for 5 years. I failed at trading for 5 years. I failed myself for 5 years. But one thing I need you to understand is, for these whole 5 years, I never ever thought of quitting. Did I get depressed? Did I feel like it? I never. There was no day I did not still open the charts. There was no day I did not still try to get better. There was no day I did not quit. I am still here. I'm still doing my shit. And that is why I'm trying to document on YouTube. Not trying, doing. I want to do my best to document on YouTube, because I know the first quarter of this year is going to be a banger. The second quarter is going to be unique. It's going to be spectacular. And last year, I think November, December, in my free Telegram channel, I'll pop it up here too. I said something about I'm going to be reinventing myself this 2026, and I needed people to grow with me, people that felt the need, because I stopped mentorship. But I said, if you feel like, okay, yeah, you too, you want to actually reinvent yourself, it's actually going to be a very crazy one. Only thing you needed was a commitment fee, because I knew people don't take free things seriously at all. I was not going to stress myself. Okay, I want to focus on myself now, and then I'm also going to stress myself taking you under my wings for free. I know you're not going to take it seriously. I knew people were not going to take it seriously. But I said it in my free Telegram channel. I said, I'm no longer going to be posting my setups like that again. I'm not really going to motivate anybody this 2026. I'm not really going to say too much. I'm just going to focus on myself throughout, because I feel like I've poured. Amidst all these 5 years, I've been doing mentorship, tutorships, all of this bullshit. Yes, they kept me on my, like, I'm valuable to some extent. So people reached out to me, and it kept money in my pocket. But I was not making time for myself. I was not realizing my fuck ups for these 5 years. And this is the same thing I'm trying to say. Yours might not be 5 years. Yours might just be a month. You've been fucking up for the past 12 months. You've been fucking up this whole January we just got into. But I want you to reevaluate, tell yourself the truth, hold yourself accountable, and cut off every form of negative energy, because energies will rub off on you. People's energies will rub off on you. If there's someone that is always mentally stressing you, or always trying to make you do things that you know you're not supposed to do, limit how you talk to the person. From limiting how you talk to the person, you just stop talking to the person. Start giving a fuck more about yourself than other people. Because if anything happens to you, trust me, the only person that would cry too much is your mom. It's only your mom. Your dad might cry, but your dad might never cry for anybody to see it. Because there's always this hard loss of parents losing their child. It's always the child that is meant to bury parents, not parents burying the child. So if anything happens to you, somebody else is going to post another YouTube video tomorrow. Gold is still going to buy or sell if he wants to. Twitter is still going to be booming. People are still going to buy GLEs. Nothing is going to stop. So focus on you. That's what I told myself last year, October. It's time I focus on myself. And trust me, since then till now, I've held myself accountable to my bullshit, to my fuck ups, things that have limited me, things that have messed with me. I stopped talking to people, I deleted people's contacts. I just went back to that normal me, saying less and doing more. So I urge you, if everything I said about my story for these past 5 years resonated with you in any way, shape or form, start now. Ask yourself questions. What are you doing wrong? If you need my help, check the link in the description of this video. For the first 5 persons that text me, you can still join me for this 2026. Reinvent yourself and grow with me. Let's make this shit happen. And for the first 5 persons that actually text me and you actually pay the commitment fee, I'll get you a $5,000 good funded account. Let's do this shit together. Grow with me. Everything I know now is based off experience. Everything is based off experience. Just focus on yourself. That is my final message to you guys after seeing my whole story for what has been happening with me for the past 5 years. It is not a bad thing. It is a bad thing when all of this happens and you quit. I never quit. I've always felt down, but I never quit. I'm still pushing. I'm still doing my thing. I know trading is going to go back to being normal. Everything is going to go back to being normal for me. It's a different ballgame if I had not touched money, I had not seen a certain amount of figure before, but I have, so I know what it feels like. I know I'm going to get back there. I know I'm going to bounce back and be there. So I beg you, focus on you. Focus on what works for you. Trading is a you versus you game. It's not you versus anybody. Cut out the noise. Cut out the noise. Check your screen time. Check the amount of time you spend on Twitter. Check the amount of time you spend on TikTok. Check the amount of time you spend on Instagram. Spend the amount of time on reinventing yourself. Create more than you consume. Focus on you. You are your biggest project. You are your biggest project. So you can reset, restart, and refocus at any fucking given time. So I hope my story resonates with one of you and can help one of you, anybody watching this. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in our next YouTube video. Maximum effort. Stay jiggy.